guys, welcome back to Clockwork Noodles. We're here for another breakdown of my Dress Up Darling, episode 9. Slowly getting towards the end chunk of the anime. I can't believe how quick this anime season has gone. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Very shortly I'm going to start working on my end of season review. I can't believe I'm already sat at the end of the season review. I've already looked at next season. I've got a vague idea of what I'm going to break down on the channel. Probably going to be a quieter season on the channel, but there's a lot of really interesting animes coming your way. And in that video, I'm going to tell you what's coming your way, give you a brief description on the things that I think could be interesting, and tell you what I'm going to be watching in my spare time. There's a Discord channel too that will give you a notification whenever videos go up. I have no date currently for that video, but I need to announce to you guys there's going to be a delay for next week's episode. My birthday is next week. I won't be around for the 3 days where I deliver videos to you guys. Requiem will stay the same, but the other two animes are going to be shifted. But make sure you guys stay tuned. I'll try and put some proper dates up on the channel when I get a chance. Gojo this week having to leave some of Marin's messages on red for some private time. Hard to just walk this one off Gojo, but it's a great start back into the fun comic nature between these two. The cabochon painting that Marin does, there's two ways of doing this, and Marin's way is a correct way of doing it. Number one, you can paint the back of your cabochon. You have a gem effect. You put a bit of foil on the back and it looks like a crystal. Or the way Marin is doing it, it's making it look like a semi-precious stone. This opaque effect. Gloss it over with some sparkly metallics and it will glitter like crazy. You can add some colours in. But these are really nice little tiny details that you can add to your cosplay to make things look a little bit better. Giving Marin something to do. Marin can't do the sewing, but there are little bits that Marin can definitely help. I think she also organises the wig styling with her hairdresser as well. It's all about just showing us that we have two characters right now who just yearn to be useful. Gojo is relieved when he finds out he's being useful, but Marin is also thankful that she's also being useful, because you can imagine that having Gojo make your costume, and they're amazing and there's not a great deal you can really input, she must sometimes just wish she could be a little bit more useful or contribute something. We do get a nice look at the differences between the older cosplayer and the new cosplay this week, when the older cosplayer being Juju showing us that heavier fabrics do actually look better in photos. They look better, they float better, they fall a little bit more natural as well. Knowing how to pose is a big one. Understanding how to hold a prop, making the prop looks really good. If you have a sword, don't put your sword directly towards the camera. Have it at a slight angle, you'll get more of the blade on show. Looks a bit better. Little tiny small things like this. Look at how different a few years can really be, where you'll pick up small details, know how to wear your makeup, know how to put the tape on. Little tiny bits, because Marin didn't know about the cosplay tape or anything. Absolutely love the black Lobelia cosplay. It's so beautiful. It's the kind of cosplay I myself would do. Beautiful makeup intro. We also get looking into foundation, how to have things look. If you are wearing a whiter wig, you might just want to lighten it just a teeny bit, not too much, just a little bit. I am still jealous that we don't have cosplay tape in the UK. I did a bit of research. The anime actually made me do research. I looked into the tape and what the equivalent in the UK would be. And the closest thing I got was micropore tape, and it's not quite the same. I also use micropore tape to get a nice edge. If I've got a tiny detail and I want to paint something and I want to keep a tiny bit blank, you can use micropore tape just to do that. I absolutely adore heterochromia in anime characters. That's a really big thing about me. Really like it. I think it looks great. I also think it looks really good in animals. I also can relate. I cosplay a lot of characters who have white hair, silver hair, blonde hair. Oddly enough, I don't know what it is, and this is the strange things you'll discover about yourselves when it comes to cosplay. Little things like that, just knowing that a blonde character will look better on me. I know I can't pull off a redhead character. I can't pull off red, but white blondes really do look good. I absolutely adored my Ninetales cosplay. I love the wig I had for that cosplay. Both of the cosplays are absolutely beautiful. This time around, we don't really see the making process. We don't really see how he's improved, but it's because we've already seen him in the last cosplay. We saw the process up close and personal when it was the first time round. This time round, it's more about what they do with the cosplays straight after. It's more about them having the photo shoot, them actually getting to know one another, and it's more about what happens at the end, which is more important when it comes to these cosplays in particular. I like the moment we get with Juju and Marin just having a nice little chat just about the corset, just about anime in general, just little tiny things. It's a nice quiet moment. I think it's nice because it builds up for the twist at the end. I already knew the twist at the end was going to happen. See them cut to the flashback. You're left wondering who just entered the room, because you just see a guy enter the room with Gojo. There's no other way there's going to be a guy randomly involved. We haven't really seen a guy in the credits or in the character list. it would be Inui. Last week, she put off answering the idea that she really wanted to cosplay. I even made a little remark in the last video. She totally wants to cosplay, but she's just not admitting it. Admittedly, I didn't think it would happen this quick, but I'm so happy it did. It's the main love interest. I knew it would be this character in particular. But the flashback plays a nice part because it gives us a bit of a break. Inui really wanted to cosplay so badly. These are some real fears that cosplayers do go through. The fear that you just won't look good as a character. There's a few characters out there I would love to cosplay. I just don't think I would do that character justice, or I don't think my face is a good fit. You might notice a few of my cosplays lately have had masks. I don't have to worry about my face being a perfect fit at that point. It's easier to make my body match than my face match. Every single cosplayer is going to be different. Some cosplayers are okay with showing a lot of skin. Some cosplayers don't. There's nothing wrong with it. I love the fact that this anime is actually exploring these ideas. The world of cosplay is absolutely unlimited. I too have cosplayed a male character. It's a challenge, but it is a really fun challenge, and I like the fact that cosplay makes me think about things. I learned a lot cosplaying Natsumi from Natsumi's Book of Friends. Very good anime. If you haven't checked it out, definitely give it a shot. It's a very laid-back, supernatural anime about somebody who can see things, trying to live a normal life when people think you are absolutely stark raving mad. The effects that growing up different can have. But I really love Natsume. I got the opportunity to finally cosplay Natsume, and there's a lot of things you take into account, like the contouring. You had to contour very differently. You learn by doing, and cosplaying Natsume being my first male character, Natsume was the first character I did where I wanted it to look good, make my makeup just as neutral as possible. Another thing this anime does explore this week is the idea of having a limited budget. This week, we're not dealing with Juju's bank account, or we're not dealing with Marin, who's very happy to splash the cash. Japan has something that the UK doesn't quite have. And I've already mentioned that Japan is the home of cosplay. Japan is not just the home of cosplay, it's the home of being able to go into a convenience store or a pound shop or something and seeing an anime section or a cosplay section. Another option open to her, simply just buying one. They're cheap, fabrics aren't great, but that is one way of getting around it. Thankfully, this character, it is just a blouse. It is just a typical uniform outfit. So we are able to borrow a uniform from our native who also wears a uniform. But there's other options. She could have used secondhand clothes. She could have did some modifications. Sometimes using a charity shop, great place to look for things that you're not looking for, or cosplay shoes for really cheap. You might find some odd fabrics or something you want to break apart and make a different cosplay out. The thing this anime is trying to show us is there's no limit. There is absolutely no shame in buying your cosplays. I make most of mine, yes, but there are times when I might be lazy or I want to have a comfy cosplay, something not as big as one of my big main projects. And a lot of my main big projects are aimed at competitions. The anime is not just going, hey, here's all the fun stuff, here's all the naughty stuff wrapped up in a cosplay bow. It's showing you the real life struggles that cosplayers go through: money, body fears, low self-confidence, all of this stuff that cosplayers face. Do I fit this cosplay? Does my body look okay? Is it okay to buy a cosplay? A lot of these things are things that come up in the cosplay community a lot, and I love the fact that the anime is, if anything, in touch with this. It's a really good anime. You guys know how much I love this anime. This anime also lets me go off tangent quite a bit. I apologise for that. We end up going down the borrowed route. It doesn't look bad. I'm really happy that it actually looks really good in the end. I'm really impressed with the results they actually get. You have got the chesticles binding. You need to find a way of chest binding. Quite a few nice undergarments you can buy nowadays. Do it healthily. Make sure you're doing it properly. Don't just tie them up for the whole day. Get yourself a binder. Get yourself a nice chest binder. Make sure you learn how to wear it properly. Get rid of your cleavage for a day. When I'm cosplaying Natsume, I have a binder. I enjoy it. I brush my hands down and I'll be like, wait, where's my chest? My chest is gone. Wigs, man. In my opinion, one of the worst parts of cosplay. Worship the ground that the wig magicians stand on. I've made wigs. I've had to do wigs. I hate doing wigs. Wigs is like the worst part for me. I really admire Gojo for trying to do this wig. One of his first wigs. Last cosplay the Marin did, it was done by a hairdresser. If you've got a good enough hairdresser or someone you're quite close with, they will do a basic cut on a wig for you if you do need a hand. Big kudos to Gojo here. A really nice moment. Most of the past few episodes, it's been from Marin's point of view and how much she loves him. Gojo, he really admires Marin. She is his sunshine. She inspires him to do better. And I think that's a really good sign in a relationship. The person you're with can inspire you to be your very best. They bring out the good traits in you. They don't bring out the negative, they bring out the good. And with these two characters, relationships really developing, they are a pair that I really can get behind, really helping each other come out of their own. They're being quite supportive. There's a lot of things going on that I really like about this pairing. I love romance anime. I've watched a lot of romance animes. It's very rare for me to come out the other end and go, I totally support both characters 100%. A character might do something that really annoys me or something really rubs me up the wrong way. I love Horimiya, don't get me wrong, I love Horimiya. And we did break it down. It's a bit of a sore topic because I actually got the 2 copyright strikes because of Horimiya. It's a sore topic and we've never really recovered since. In that anime, there's a few bits. Hori, I think Hori's the girl, right? There's a few bits that she does that I would consider very toxic. I'm not going into that barrel of worms because we're here talking about Dress Up Darling. Generally rare for me to say I 100% back both characters. Love these characters. 100% love Marin. 100% love Gojo. Vying for one of my top spots for my anime romance top 10. Kami-sama Kiss is number 1 for top romance anime. Second is gonna be Say I Love You. Dress Up Darling, I think, could even make the top 5 romance animes for me. Loving this romance anime. I like its comedy. I like the fact that it's all centered around cosplay as well because it's my world. To the final scene, the best group cosplay ever. Love that reaction. The reaction of them both fangirling over the love interest because, of course, they've both crushed on this character. We all crush. We have husbandos. We have waifus. Meeting your waifu or your husbando in person, absolutely amazing. If I ever meet a Nanami Kento cosplayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm gonna be just admiring you guys. Or Virgil. If I ever see a Virgil cosplayer, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be exactly like these two, just love hearts in my eyes going, oh my god, it's Virgil. I'm so happy. I absolutely adore this end sequence, the way that everybody is so supportive, and Inui was scared that Juju would be upset or something, and no, she is in love with her sister, and you know this is going to be one of the best shoots ever. And I love the fact that they're so busy fawning over her, they forget that there's actually a shoot to be done and they're paying for this location. I can't wait to actually see the results of their shoot. I can't wait to see how it goes. I really want to see some of the pictures. I really hope they don't skip those because I want to see those pictures. I want to see how they look. I want to see how they look edited. Our guys looking great and looking amazing in photos. Shinji, just beautiful cosplay. I love the results. So handsome, so beautiful. Really suits her. A really good episode, guys. I've got so much good things to say, like how realistic it is. It addresses things like fears and body fears and confidence issues. It addresses the idea of cosplaying, not letting there be a limit. It addresses the idea of cosplay budgets and makeup and wigs. This is such a good anime. It covers nearly every aspect of cosplay. A beginner's guide to the world of cosplay. Another fantastic episode. Can't wait for episode 10 next week, but that does mean we've only got 2 episodes after that to go. We're nearly done. I can't wait to share with you what I'm bringing next time to the channel. I've got an anime that I'm really excited to break down. I've been waiting for it. I know it's coming our way. Maybe you guys can figure out what it is. If you know a few bits and pieces about me, like favorite studio, you might be able to figure out what it is. I will see you guys again soon. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Just remember, next week, these breakdowns are going to come out a few days late because of my birthday. I can't wait to break them down with you guys. Look forward to getting back to the channel after a few days away. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.